Ooh, what's good? It's your girl, Queen Jones, aka Killer Queen T, aka Blackout T. Ooh, don't go over there. Sit over here. Oh my goodness, I forgot I left the chair over there. So you can't walk over there to get that chair. Come back. And come back. Okay, so what happened was, I know y'all thought to yourselves, ooh, Taquiz, you not gonna give us no video because you gave us one at 1 o'clock this morning? Well, I meant to give y'all multiple videos this morning. But what happened was this. I was recording. And the device I was recording on decided, not me, that it was going to stop midway through and start a whole new motherfucking one. And I looked up. So think about it. I read. I know you like, Queens, you still could have posted it. Listen. Between it cutting itself off and cutting itself back on, there was at least a whole fucking chapter that would have been missing. So I could have went back, watched the video, figured out where it cut off at, and redid the video, right? That's what I cut it up. And to be honest, I did try that. I deleted both videos. And I restarted. But the problem was, I didn't take out the super long chapter in the beginning. Like, it was a filler. And then it went into the main story. So I never really got rid of that filler. I was still trying to put this filler in. I don't know why. If you think you know, because you know, that's what y'all do. Y'all know. I'll be like, I don't know why. And someone's like, oh yeah, I know why though. So just let me know in the comments. So you'd think I would come back for this because this book has actually done pretty good. But your girl be tweaking, so I'm gonna see if it is this book that I'm thinking is doing good, or is it in my imagination? It might be my imagination. What's something saying? So we're gonna work on The Fallen, chapter 2. If y'all remember, we were trying to see if he was gonna snitch, and he in the principal office, and they trying to get him to talk because his homie's driving up and finna get ready to shoot somebody. So he's in the principal's office, Miss Luna. He's been hit in the head, and he's a little out of it. We have an ambulance coming to take him to the hospital. I heard Miss Bander, the school secretary, say in the distance. Instantly, the pounding in my head got worse. I closed my eyes and listened as the familiar jingle of my mom's keys grew louder. Then I heard another sound, my mom gasping. "Oh, Jesus, no!" she cried, darting across the office to me. "I'm okay, Mom. It looks worse than it is," I said, shocked at who followed her into the office. It was Ramirez. Like always. My mom must have called him the second she knew something was wrong with me. No wonder he hadn't answered his phone. "Who did this? Who did this?" my mother yelled, brushing my hair and then hugging me. Her eyes were wet and bloodshot. I didn't want to see them. I pushed her away. "Mom, I need to talk to Officer Ramirez now. It's important. Can you leave us for a minute?" Mr. Mitchell and Miss Spencer stared at each other. My mom started shaking her head, the way she always does before she says no. I looked at Officer Ramirez. I needed him to listen to me. "Please, Amelia. It will just be a minute," he said. Mr. Mitchell almost looked hurt for a second, but he walked out of the office without a word. So did Miss Spencer. Officer Ramirez closed the door behind him. "What happened, Martin?" You better tell him. You made us wait a whole motherfucking chapter. You better tell him. And y'all, if I find my sister... What about sister? I know y'all want to know if Nas is having an affair. He got a secret life. I know. I do too. I closed my eyes and took a deep breath. I was about to do something I never did before. Talk to a cop. For a second, I couldn't speak. Like invisible hands were holding my mouth shut. Snitch. I could hear a voice in my head insulting me. Martin Lewis, a snitch? That's one thing you don't do in the borough. Something I never did, no matter how many times I got in trouble. But I kept thinking of Hero and what was about to happen in his name. I couldn't let it happen. "I know who shot my brother," I said, careful to keep my friend's name hidden. "His name is Hector Melandora, and he lives at 2187 Tanner Street. You know, you need to throw his butt in jail before something really bad happens to him. Bad? Ramirez said, studying my face. I knew he understood me. How soon? Like right now, I said, glancing at the clock. Get someone over there now, or it's going to be too late. How do you know this? Really? That's the question at this moment? I'm blue. I shrugged my shoulders. Is Frankie Petro behind this? I didn't say that. I knew I didn't have to. He was smart enough to figure that much out himself. Martin, if something happens to Hector, you and Frankie, I didn't do nothing. I said before he could get any further. And nothing's going to happen if you leave right now. Go. Like, how? I just told you a motherfucker's life is in jeopardy, and then instead of calling somebody, putting up that 411, you up here still talking about me. Ugh. My head felt like it was breaking apart. If you told me a month ago that I'll send out the police against my friends, I would have been all up in your face. Now look at me. I just kept picturing Frankie and the boys rolling up on Hector. I only have a dozen cops surround him. Either the cops would arrive early and catch Frankie with guns in his car, or they'll arrive late and Hector would be shot. Either way it played out, it was going to be bad. And I was at the center of it. Martin Lewis, a rat. That voice in my head wouldn't shut up. Officer Ramirez bolted out of Miss Spencer's office like someone whose house was burning down. No, he didn't. Took his sweet ass time getting the fuck out of there. Within a second, Miss Spencer, Mr. Mitchell, and my mom were back. What's happened, Migo? What did you tell him? My mom asked, staring at me. Her face pale like she was coming down with the flu or something. I felt sick too. Nauseous. Don't worry about it, Mom, I said, rubbing my forehead where Frankie clocked me. I could feel the lump though. And the blood in my hair. The pain. My mother looked at my hands and turned to Miss Spencer. Where's the doctor? How come you all standing around? His head's bleeding. Right? Ain't nobody... Where's the doctors? Like, what? Like, we ain't got no school doc. We ain't got no school nurse in this joint. I don't wonder if we have a school nurse, because I was just watching about a school that was supposed to be like an elite school, and that bad boy had no extra activities. So, like I said, it was a rich school for black people with no extra activities. How? I guess you're getting that learning, not getting that social stuff, but you know. The ambulance will be here any second, Miss Luna. Miss Spencer rubbed her own temples. She looked like she hadn't slept in days. Frankie did this to you, didn't he? My mother gave me that look moms do when they think you're hiding something. It ain't like that, Ma. I said, my voice breaking. The less she knew, the better. The ambulance is out front, Miss Banner called out. Come on, Migo. Let's go. I'm going to ride with you. I tried to stand up, but my balance was gone. The room spun like the inside of a washing machine. Even the fluorescent lights overhead became dim and hazy. A paramedic got in my face and said something, but his words were slow and made no sense. In the chair across the office, I noticed something strange. A small boy, younger than any freshman. He was wearing a backwards Los Angeles Angels baseball cap, and he was looking at me and smiling. It was my little brother. I'm so sorry for all this, Hugo, I tried to say, but my words came out all mumbled. What did he just say? The medic asked. Tears filled my eyes. They burned as they snaked down my swollen face. I tried to reach out to Hugo, to touch him again, but my arms were suddenly like dead weights, and the world was fading around me. I blinked, and he was gone. Then darkness. Dang. Wait! When a young brother died, it's so sad. Y'all like, he Mexican, girl. Still, when a young brother dies, it's sad. I don't care if they black, white, or Mexican. If they die in this book, it's so sad. You just can't be so cold-hearted in real life, people. Don't do that. I don't know how long I was out, but when I woke up, I was in a hospital bed wearing a papery gown. I felt naked and cold in that thing. But what woke me up even faster was a person at the foot of my bed. It was Officer Renez. What happened, I asked, sitting upright. I noticed my mother's jacket draped across the chair at the foot of the bed. And you not trying to figure out what Officer Renez and your mama got going on? Well, that might hurt your feelings if they got something going on and nobody told you. I'm just saying. Pointing that out right now in chapter 2, it's looking like the officer and his mama got a relationship. Or they might just be friends. Which you never know. We being messy. Be quiet. My clothes were there too. You were in the hospital, Martin. Whoever hit you gave you a concussion. You got a few stitches too, but you're alright. The doctors wanted to observe you for a while before they send you home. Now that you're awake, they'll probably get you out of here soon. Your mother's been here all day. She just went down to get a cup of coffee. But what happened to Hector? Did you get there on time? Nothing happened, Martin, he said, crossing his arms on his chest. We had people on Town Street, and I had someone check on Frankie Pachu's house just in case, he said, eyeing me. I didn't blink. He was working on his car when we found him. He kept at it all day. Oh, snap. You just snitched for no reason. These people not finna be your friend no more. Oh. My heart was pounding so loud I thought he could have heard it if he was listening. Nothing happened. That meant I stopped them. Frankie changed his plans because of me. But what else did it mean? Was Frankie just giving up? And what about Hector? Was he in jail already? The questions flooded my head faster than I could speak. Listen, Martin, I want to applaud you for contacting me. Every day, bad things happen in the city that could be prevented if someone were brave enough to take a stand. People complain all the time, but few are willing to step up and do something about it. I ignored him. I wanted answers, not a pep talk. Right? What about Hector? You got him, right? Now listen, Martin. No, we didn't get Hector. Ain't had no evidence. It's your word against his. He said. I could tell by the way his voice hung in the air that he was going to say something I didn't want to hear. We don't have any real proof that Hector did anything. He has no record, and he seems to spend his time with his family. Are you positive he shot Hero? I blinked. I couldn't believe my ears. Not again. Not another day with Hero's killer walking free. I think that's why Frankie didn't do nothing, because he knew the police wasn't going to do nothing. And he knew that the way Buddy anger worked, he was going to be right back at Frankie though. Like, Frankie, the police ain't going to do nothing. And Frankie be going to wrap that shit right up how he needed. Because Frankie, first of all, if you think about it, it would make sense that Frankie didn't go kill him because Frankie wanted him to do it. And it would be pointless for him to do it if Frankie wanted him to do it so he'll feel guilty for Frankie being the reason Hero got shot. You get what I'm saying? I know for a fact he did that. I blurted it out. What proof do you have? I could feel my temple building. The truth was, I hadn't seen anything that day except a white car with tinted windows. The only reason I knew Hector was involved was because Cargo and Frankie told me. I knew they wouldn't lie. Okay, now that we know who the fuck told him, what you mean you knew Frankie wouldn't lie? Oh, because he told you he was the reason your brother got killed? So of course he wouldn't lie? No, this nigga ain't never acted like a real brother. Get it together. But I couldn't say that without bringing them in it. That would just make things worse. I just know he did it, I said. Well, unless you can prove it, or you can get someone who knows to talk to us, we can't do anything except investigate. We just can't go arresting people on rumors, Martin. His words were a slap in my face. After months of waiting, I couldn't listen to more excuses. For a second, I saw red. Blood red. You see, this is why people don't come to you. Because when they do, no one believes them, and nothing gets done. I don't know why I even bother with you. You're no different than the rest of them. Come on, Martin. No one wants to solve your brother's murderer more than me. I do, I screamed. You think I took this beating for nothing? It could have all been different, officer, I said, twisting the words into assault. If I'd known this is how it would end up, I would have said nothing to you. It was like a damn bust in my head, and my anger was just spilling out. I kept thinking about Hero. I saw him on my head, lying on the ground again. His life pouring through my fingers and dripping onto the concrete like red rain. You know we got ways of handling this without the police, I added. Unable to stop myself, I knew my words sounded like a threat, but I didn't care. Now be careful, Martin. You did the right thing today. You got enough guts and sense to try to solve this the right way. Now stick with it. I don't want to find you on the street in a pool of blood. And I don't want you to waste your life in jail. You're a good kid. And your mom will do anything for you. That's that cue. Your mom will do anything for you. How you know? How you know? You know my mama? On an intimate level? So wait, you jumping to the conclusions. But do he know my mama? How he know my mama will do anything for me? Huh? Because she sat at the hospital with me all night? You got more going for you than a lot of kids out there. Stay at Buford. Get your education and do something with yourself. You hear me? He put his hands on my shoulder like we were friends or something. Yeah, I hear you, I mumbled, shrugging off his hand. Who is he to tell me what I should be doing when he let a killer go free? I hear you saying you're not going to do nothing about what happened to Hugo. He looked like I had just slapped him in the face. Part of me wanted to hit him too. Look, there's no point talking to you right now, Officer Ramirez said, taking a deep breath and turning away from me. I'm going to keep my eyes and ears open, and we'll be watching Hector. We're not giving up on Hugo, whatever, I hissed, cussing under my breath. It was like old times, when anger was the only thing I felt. And listen, Martin, he added, as he reached the doorway, no matter what you do, stay away from Frankie. He looked like he expected us to be watching him today. He might even think you were the reason we were interested in him. I'm saying this to warn you. Stay away from him, and if he starts bothering you in any way, call me. You got it? What you gonna do? What? You gonna look at, I'm gonna call you and tell you that Frankie beat me again, and you gonna tell me I don't got no proof? So you can't arrest this man? I'm gonna think I'm gonna have to do this my way. Even though I don't think his way's been working. Okay. You got it? Yeah, I'll call you. I said, knowing I will never do it. Not after this. He sighed and walked out. I grabbed my clothes and changed out of the hospital gown. Not only was my little brother killer still out there, now Frankie, the guy who used to be a big brother, might be coming after me. And the only person in his way was Officer Ramirez. Please, he was useless. A bullseye painted on my chest would protect me better than him. Mio, thank God you're awake. You've been asleep for hours, my mother said, rushing in from the hallway to give me a hug. Did you see Nelson? She didn't say Officer Ramirez. She said Nelson. She giving out last names. What that mean? So we should jump into conclusions. Drop it in the comments. 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 Yeah, he just left, I said. I'm so proud of you for talking to him. He's been so good to us. I hope you thanked him for what he did. Thanked him for what? I wanted to say. Getting Frankie after me and letting Hugo's killer go free? I didn't feel like fighting with her in the middle of a hospital. My head still hurt, and I was tired. Whatever, Ma, I said. She sighed and put her hands on my face, forcing me to look at her. You scared me, she said. If Nelson wasn't with us this morning, I would have lost it. He told me you did a brave thing, and that I should be proud of you. Now, I don't know what happened, and since you won't talk to me about it, I'm just going to say this once. I don't want you hanging out with any of your old friends. They're no good, Martin. I don't want you going back there anymore. Not unless you're with me. What? I yelled, feeling my old temper coming back. That ain't right. What are you punishing me for? It's not punishing you. She's trying to look out for you and make sure her only fucking living son don't die. What the fuck are you talking about? Am I the only one seeing this shit? Like, your life was in fucking danger. Your friend beat your ass. Like, what are you talking about? What is she punishing you for? How is this a punishment? I'm not punishing you, Marty. I'm protecting you. I lost one son, and I'm not going to lose another one. End of story. You don't know what you're talking about. Neither does Ramirez, I yelled. My world was crashing down, and everyone I knew was trying to make it worse. You can yell all you want, but you're not going to see them anymore, she said. Yeah, we'll see about that. I'm almost just loud enough for her to hear. She glanced at me, and I looked away. I knew she was serious, but so was I. Hugo was buried in our old neighborhood, and if I wanted to visit him, there was no way I was going to ask for permission. Not from her or anyone. See, now you're looking for excuses, and I'm not here for the shits. If you want to go visit your dead brother, that motherfucking bad, it's not that hard to be like, Ma, let's go to the cemetery. You know Frankie after you. You know this. You know you scared of him. So why is you standing in front of your mama acting tough? I'm so confused. You was just talking shit about how you knew Frankie was after that ass. So why would you go to the old neighborhood anyway? Make it make sense, bro. I was glad when the doctor came in and cut off our conversation. He checked my head and shined a light in my eyes. I'm going to send you home tonight, he said. But for the next 2 weeks, be gentle with your head. That means no gym class, no sports, and please, no fighting. Another shot to the head could cause permanent brain damage. He spoke as if I had a choice about where Frankie hit me. You speaking to your mother as if you have a choice to where Frankie hit you the next time. The fuck? My mother sided his last words, but I ignored her. Whatever you say, Doc, I replied. You giving attitude. He giving attitude to all the wrong people. Oh my goodness. It was getting dark when we finally left the hospital. My mother and I didn't speak to each other at all on the bus ride back. What was I going to say? All I wanted to do was yell. When we stepped off the bus, I walked ahead of her to our apartment. So you into it with Frankie, and yeah, instead of walking with your mama to make sure nobody sneak up behind y'all about that life, you gon', because if she died, then you gonna be boo-hooing and crying, talking about my mom's dead. Oh my God, what am I gonna happen now? And see her every motherfucking weird and talking about. As I neared our front step, I spotted something dark covering our doorknob. Something that made my stomach drop and my heart race. My black bandana. I grabbed it before my mom noticed it, but I knew who had put it there. The same person who knocked it off my head earlier that day. The same one who wanted to know I was in trouble, Frankie. Okay, well, I'm gonna need you to get together. Cause it's crazy. Cause it's like he's scared. But it's like when his mama say something to him, it's like, instead of just being like, oh, I'm scared, he come at her with anger. It's not making no sense. It's not. What she do to you besides try to beat up for you? Hold on, y'all. I gotta. Oh, y'all think I can do this? I think I can do this. You like those girls who like to share. You like those girls who don't mind. You like those girls who don't mind getting out of your bed and getting into someone else's bed. No, I can't do it. I gotta write it. Now somebody might steal it. Somebody might steal a thought. Oh my goodness. Whatever you thinking, Squiz. I wasn't thinking. I need this filler. I need a filler. What is a spirit? Will be my filler. What is a spirit? Will be my filler. Just to get that time. Just to get those minutes. All in the end. Could I be a rapper? Could I be a japper? Could I be a talker? Could I be a slapper? Could I be a mumble? Could I be a hopper? Can I be... Okay. I said already what I was going to make the filler be, and then all of a sudden I decided that I wanted to be a rapper. A rapper. Hot cakes. Pop, pop. Sound pop. Okay, y'all like twist. Is you a mumble rapper or is you trying to be a rapper? I don't know. It's a filler. I need to fill up space. Fill up space. Yeah. Put my hand on my boobies. Fill up space. Okay, y'all like twist. What the fuck? Why are you still here right now? Let me know. I don't know. Why are you still here? Because you want to leave a comment down below. And you know it. You my pretty girl eyes. These my. So you saw you having a seizure? No. Damn, you hoes is ungrateful. But what is a spirit? A spirit is a non-physical part of a person that is the seat of emotions and character. What is a ghost? A ghost is an apprehension or a dead person that is believed to appear to the living, typically as a floating image. What if I didn't believe that a spirit? What if you didn't know what a ghost was? That's my question. What if, in your mind, a ghost was a cat? Like, what made us think that ghost was like shit that float? Like, who came up with this? So let's just do a Google video. Ooh, got your Google video idea. Okay, can your spirit be stolen by having your picture taken? A photo can capture your soul in a sense that you no longer have a soul, but a photo can capture your energy. That's why I asked that. When was the first horror movie made? The first horror film was recorded is Lee Manor Dabali, 1896, created by George Méliès. Although it was a running time of a little over 3 minutes, the supernatural story still manages to pack in bats, devils, witches, ghosts, trolls, all appearing and disappearing in puffs of smoke. Play if you can find. I said play if you can find. That's what I was supposed to do, because I was supposed to be a whole little video, but I'm gonna do another video about ghosts today. So please, you know what? I know this that you say you gonna give us a video in the last video, and then we never see that video. Like, what happened to you telling us about asking these big subscribers for their subs? And then I thought I explained that to you. Like, the people that subscribe to their channel don't even be watching their channel like damn self. And then I don't know why, but because I'm a bird and I'm always watching this man. So you already know I'm about to say primetime Hiller. So, and I'm so thirsty. Him and Secret Babe over there about to get in a relationship and shit. I was over there watching her channel, watching his channel, like, damn, Secret Babe want to be back over there on your channel. Ugh. Y'all probably didn't stick around for that. But, y'all like to squeeze. It's a fella, but damn, bitch, why is it your fellas just popping everywhere? Because I thought I had a point, but I really didn't. No, I did have a point. So, Primetime Hiller ended up losing his first channel. We think it was his first channel because of Crazy Girl. You don't remember her? She had a channel too, and she was trying to get his attention after they stopped talking, but he just was refusing to give it to her. So, and no, we're not going to put Secret Babe against Crazy Babe because they was both cute in their own way. So we're not going to do that. But, oh my God, he like crazy girls. So anyway, he lost his channel. So he told all his subscribers about the second channel. He was like, go subscribe over there. Go subscribe to my second channel. But then half of them didn't go subscribe to the second channel. So when he lost the second channel, he was like, you know what? Y'all don't gotta go subscribe to this third channel. No, don't even go. Don't even go subscribe to this third channel. So So when one side was like, I'm gonna make a whole video about it, I was like, dang, Squeeze, how you gonna make a whole video about that if they can't even get their own subscribers to go subscribe to their new channel? You know what I'm saying? So it would be weird for me to slide their inbox and be like, hey, you think you should send your subscribers my way because their subscribers not even rocking with them. So with that being said, you either subscribe to my channel because you like don't want me to be in your algorithm, or because that's where I'm at with it. I know YouTube is like, Squeeze, what the fuck is you mean that's where you at with it? That's what the fuck I'm at with it. If you subscribe to my channel, you would never know I fucking post. You would never fucking see me. You would not have to worry about looking at a story that's and me popping up because I'm related to whatever the fuck you watching. You know what I'm saying? So try it. Subscribe. You're not really selling your soul to me unless you come back and you give me blood every day. And I don't think you're gonna do that. So, duh.